So like I said, I'm in Fresno and I just have this upwind of me being this better version of myself, this more content version of myself, this not seeking ambition but living fruition version of myself. That is the motivation of why I'm trying so hard to wrap my mind around this concrete element about being this version of myself. Eating right, working out, exercising, reading. I enjoy the occasional video game, but for a part of me is kind of like, that's all you've done. Aren't you tired of it yet? Like I said, a friend of mine came into the coffee shop and we were just talking about music and stuff. He showed me a few songs, some jazz and things like that. He was really excited about it, really passionate about it. And I was listening to it and I felt like it was just new. And I'm like, man, and I do like the genre, I do like the genre. I do like jazz. But the music, it just had such a different feel to it. It gave me a different sense of grounding, a different sense of character. I'm like, I like this. I feel like because we're older, we're expected to pretty much be set in our ways. And truthfully, a lot of our interests we've been stuck with for the longest time. One thing that I admire is human ingenuity, adaptability, change, and growth, It may seem iffy or flaky for someone to up and do a dramatic change. He made an example of that. He was talking about a husband talking to their wife, and the husband was like, hey, I think we need to mix our marriage up a little bit. And the wife was just like, that just sounds like you want a new wife. Which basically correlates to if things are good, if things are happy, if you wish to change something, you must not want the original template, Like if you go and you get a coffee and it's always triple honey pump oat milk, triple honey pump oat milk, triple honey pump oat milk. You come in one day and you're like, I think I want to try cane sugar and cow milk, just to see what it's like. Maybe I'll take a liking to it. The idea is that your sense of security and happiness is flaky. That is a psychological thing. Because looking in the idea of a long-term relationship, a long-term marriage, a long-term lifestyle, repetition and consistency are the security of the foundation. But listening to that music, I do feel like I want to embrace this upgraded quality to myself. And this is nothing new. Off the get-go, you'd think, oh, he's trying to find himself. This is nothing new. I started off on a very earth-based spiritual type path when I was in my early 20s, around 22, 23. So when it comes to all these things that seem new, I'm for it. I like meditating. I like working out. I was vegetarian for about 5 years, and then I tried veganism for about a year and a half, and then I dropped that lifestyle. My music, I do like a variety of music, but I only express that I like heavy metal, screamo, and like J-rock and then tribal instrumentals. But I do like ambient instrumentals, groups like Tycho, Mick Tech, real like not like dubstep, but I've had those phases. I'm also into nightcore and things like that. The one thing, and I wouldn't call it a problem, but it's something that some people have a hard time, is that I am actually a multifaceted man. I have varied interests that generally would contradict each other, and that's just fine. But that's where my head's at, and I feel like it and that's not even feel, it always has this adverse effect. Someone sees a growth in me, someone sees a change in me, someone sees a quality that they admire now because I'm moving differently, behaving differently, and all of that. I'm just settling that it's not anything new. I have to get myself motivated because me as a person, I'm living, not me as a person, living a good life, living stuff like that, looking at the aspect of being a guy, having your ducks in a row, being a good guy, working out, taking care of yourself, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, women love that shit, okay? Don't lie, they do. I think they do. So, for me to change and all of that, it would probably seem like he's just trying to put on a show. He's just not. No, I am rekindling everything that I admired for the reasons that I admired them, you know? So this is what I'm doing. I was just walking down from the library today because it was closed. It wasn't closed. I couldn't get it because it was a college library and they have fees on it. So I have to go to the downtown library to get a free library card so I can check out books because I value books more than, phone. I'm kind of like, since I've lost my laptop, I've been on this I've been posting a lot on XApp, but I really am kind of like wanting to distance myself from the digital stuff, from the electronic stuff, That's why I haven't really made a whole bunch of posts today. But that's the kind of stuff I want to do. But the thing is, it will make me feel better with my own life, but it will also make me seem different to what someone might have been used to, In the example, and you see this with a lot of what we're going to call low frequencies people. And I got into these terminologies from when I was on my spiritual aspects. When it comes to like decalcifying the pineal gland and opening up a sense of clarity and operating at a high vibration, a high standard, that's all me. No one takes the time to get to know these things. I don't really go around promoting it on my media page and all of that. But if you really actually got to know me, that's all me. Except I'm getting older, so I don't really put myself out there to try to seek attention, so you'd never know it. But if you were to catch a lingering eye, you'd notice, he drinks tea. I mean, generally, he likes foods. He eats this, that. It's not, But what I was saying is, what was I saying exactly? Low frequency things, it might make things seem weird. I've had that experience in the past. I generally try to keep myself pretty fit, I start working out, a woman might feel intimidated now because people I feel like I should work out too. I feel like he's working out. I feel like I should work out too, but I don't want to work out, so I don't know if me and him are going to be compatible. I start changing my diet up. I start eating more fruits and vegetables, and it's like, we used to just kind of eat whatever and eat pizzas and stuff. Now he's really taking care of his health. He has like a structured routine around his diet, and I don't know, it kind of makes me feel fat, while he's over there eating on a nice salad. I want to pig out on a cheeseburger and fries, and I just feel so out of shape and all of that. Right. I don't need that kind of energy in my life. Real shit. Or maybe I want to pick up a knowledge pool, Maybe I'm reading and all of that. And they're like, he's like reading all the time and he seems so like animated, like he's having a good time and this and this and that. And he's learning all this stuff about whatever. And it's like, I'm not doing anything. I just like dribble through my phone. And I just feel like I just have nothing to talk about. And over a time period, and this has only happened on rare occasions, a woman will look and think, he's too good for me. As opposed to you already figuring yourself out and attracting a quality woman who is at the same level that you are, and she will look at you and think, he's just my type. I don't want to be a woman's type, but I don't want a woman to think I'm too good for her. I want a woman who just loves me for the fact that I exist and I am hers through all forms of how I present my character. Do not compare yourself to me. You are my lover. Period. That's all I wanted to say on that one.